feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, yeah, in the feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah. You don't want problems, you don't want smoke, no, you don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog, you don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog, you don't want problems. No, I say you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog, you don't want. Yeah, call us dangerous, ain't too many can play with us. See what this game here taking us, no barber, ain't no fading us. I ain't really saying much, actions be louder than words, man. I just wanna be heard, for your mom to your pop, to the beat, to the bird, man. Cut right off on the curb, like I'm Barry Sanders. Chains on and the diamonds dancing. Game on, so it's time to go. When the rain starts, I'ma let you know. Name a squad that is better though than my whole team. We a pot of gold. I'm a dog, I'ma need a bone for my whole team. I'ma let it go like, yeah, and it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, what? And it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, what? Whole squad like, yeah, and it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, yeah, and it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah. You don't want problems, you don't want smoke, no, you don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog, you don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog, you don't want problems. No, I say you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog, you don't want. Yeah, I pin so my frustration.
All right, Coach, coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports brings us to Southern California and Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Indianapolis Colts and our home team. Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Set. 60 outlaw. Talking about it, and bring it. Undercrush. Big difference.
Naeem Hines, his first carry. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now a give, right side. It's Hines. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Walters. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. He's coming off a 3-interception performance last week, so certainly not how he wanted to start here.
Not at all, but this is where a quarterback gets tested. This is where we find out what he has underneath that jersey, because he had a bad game last week. Can he shake off a bad start to this one and start to perform at the level he expects?
They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Now on 2nd and 13. Carr gets this one to Juszczyk. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense, because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
1st and goal, Melvin Gordon. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. And one of my favorite coaches, you say, son, if you could darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a loss of 2 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and goal.
Down. 180.
Focus, defense, focus.
280.
Now Gordon. This defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of 3. It's now 4th and goal. All right, ball at the 1-yard line, 4th down. What do you say?
I say go, because if you can't get 1 yard, what's the old adage? If I can't get 1 yard, I don't deserve to win anyway. Tell your team it's that time. Who's going to get down into the trenches, grind it out, and make sure that ball gets in the end zone? Who's it going to be? Let's go do it.
Now Carr. And he's got his man. It's Henry for a Chargers touchdown. Hunter Henry hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. Now a run on 1st down is not going to get off the ground, as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Off the play fake. Walters. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he fires one that's intercepted. Desmond King picks it. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
637.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. This is Miller, complete. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Here's Gordon. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal. You know they'd love nothing more than to get a 3-and-out here after having the interception.
And it also tells you a little bit about how they feel about their leader, right? Their quarterback throws an interception in the previous series. They're trying to help him out here with a big stand.
Carr going to throw. Able to get this to Gordon. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try and punch it in. Gordon, and he fights his way in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon with his 16th touchdown of the year. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Here we go on 2nd and 12. And unsuccessful there, trying to dump it underneath. That'll bring up 3rd down.
I know that interception was dropped, and it would have been their 3rd of the game, and I will guarantee you, in the huddle, on the bench, all the defensive guys have been talking about is, we've got this guy right where we want him. Who's going to get the next one? It almost becomes a challenge, and they missed a golden opportunity.
Go, go, go!
To throw on 3rd down, Walters. It got his man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big 30-yard play on 3rd.
Yes!
44.
Back to throw. Walters. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football and picked up by the Chargers. He's at the 30, 20. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Here we go.
Able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs churning.
He won't go down. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. So on 3rd and goal, Gordon. And he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. Melvin Gordon, his 2nd touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. Ooh, with a juke. Runs through the contact. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Steps away to his left. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And all the way down to the 33-yard line. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
Hey, exit.
Off play action. Walters. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. They went right back to him there, figuring one big play deserves another. You think maybe he called for it and said, hey, give me the ball again?
I think a lot of people operate under the whole idea of if they haven't stopped it, go until they do. You go right back at a guy because maybe his confidence might not.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, LA. That pick six extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the third quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally you know me. I mean, you've been around me for
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long.
49's the mic.
Hey, Haywood.
49. 49's the mic. 49's the mic.
Looking to throw. Walters. Campbell making the catch. The 40. The 20. 10. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Paris Campbell, 84 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't...
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Charger drive about to get going. The ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
We're good, we're good.
On the counter, here's Gordon. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
The tackler made by
From the gun now on 3rd down, Carr. Complete, Hunter Henry with a grab. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield.
at their own 29-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive.
Check. Shit.
They'll start on the ground with Hines. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down.
I'm coming.
6, roll out. Hey, Charlie. Let's go.
Back to throw. Walters. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Uchenna Nwosu racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lock behind it. Wow. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 1st down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
Well, how many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. This one complete into the hands of Darius Fountain. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Don't be mad. This is where it came from.
Down. 180. Mike's 59.
Carr.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
They didn't have a ton of yards to pick up on that 3rd down, but there was no way they were playing that one safe. They decided to take that one downtown. They must have felt that they had a big play that was waiting for them. Unfortunately, it was incomplete.
Let's go,
The
baby.
Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Ready?
The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you get this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Trevor Williams with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Now Carr. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. Darius Leonard, the linebacker, able to break that one up.
It's now 3rd down and 16.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. This time they stay on the ground. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the 3rd quarter.
Come on, baby, let's go. Get excited. Let's go. Let's go. Come on,
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
Bravo.
They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
And the pressure gets to him again.
Now that's the way to start the second half. Back-to-back sacks. Whatever the halftime speech was, I hope they recorded it.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Operating from the gun. Walters looking for Campbell downfield. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call, but for a second there, I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
You were Othello?
Not a good one, let me tell you.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Trent Sherfield, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Colts are able to cut into this lead. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
And they decide fairly early here they need the ball back, so here's an onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
Let's go! Now, wide 85.
Check, 59. Here we go. Show it.
One, later one. Let's go.
Throwing on 1st down is Carr.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack is a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On second down, it's Gordon. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Hey, tighten down. There you go.
Throwing his car on third down. The catch made by Miller. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
Now Gordon on first down. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
This is Gordon as they go to him again. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Now. Mike 5-9. 180. 180. We're good. 280.
From the gun on third down, Carr. This is caught. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown.
Let's go.
Scott Miller with touchdown number 12 on the year. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 23. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Throwing on first down. Walters. He's going to air one out. And this will be caught at the 30. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. A big play there for Indy. 47 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, Walters. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
2nd and 6. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Looking to throw. Walters. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. He's got this one complete to Sherfield. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Trent Sherfield with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Colts are able to draw a bit closer. And he's got it for the two-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This one taken from the 7. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Down. Wide 85.
Mike is 59. Mike the 59.
That's right, baby. They don't want it.
Now Carr on the bootleg. Complete. It's Henry. And they'll get him down here at the 23. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 10.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
To throw again on 2nd down. Carr. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
White. Here we go. Here we go. 29. Check. 50.
Hey, Delta.
That's it.
From the gun, it's Carr. Open man is Gordon, complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play.
59. I got you.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Back now at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. It's Charger football, and they've got the lead as well as we begin the 4th quarter. So 2nd and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. To throw is Carr, and this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all, and to me it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead, or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. Carr completes it, and they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 35. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, this is a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Quincy Wilson with the INT. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy, because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Jatavis Brown. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it, and that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Throwing now is Carr. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down. The Chargers on 3rd down, 5 out of 9 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. To throw, it's Carr. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. Allen, the intended receiver. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
He's going to let this one go. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Deion Kane, his 4th touchdown on the year. As they're now just an extra point away from getting back within 1 score. Zuerlein connects on the extra point as this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
Down. 180.
Check 53.
Move it down.
Check 3. Check 3.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Carr. They'll find Miller. That's complete. There he goes left side. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. 3rd touchdown pass now for Derek Carr. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
And two stop. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Check 26. Check 26. Hey, echo.
On 1st down, Walters looking for Campbell downfield. And my goodness, another interception. Trevor Williams with a pick. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
Quincy Wilson in on the stop. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
A 1-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 8.
Under 4 to play now. Clock running. 3rd down.
Alert, alert. 3 down.
On play action. Now Carr. He sets to fire deep. He's got a man. Complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. And that goes as a gain of 37 on third down.
Down. 280.
22's coming, Mike. So we got man.
280.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Ben Banagoo. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Kenny Moore. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Let's go.
Come on,
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Throwing again. Walters. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
The Colts on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Go.
All day, defense. Go.
Operating from the gun. Walters. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now, that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
49 to Mike. 22 jet bomber.
Check three.
Go.
On 4th down, Walters. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And picked up by the Chargers. And they're not able to convert on 4th down.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy then.
Absolutely. It was a 2-possession game. It is a 2-possession game at this stage in the 4th. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Down. 180.
22, Mike, 22.
Come off the ball. Express.
Mike, 22. He's coming.
Throwing on 2nd down. Carr going up top for Miller. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. This is 3rd and 10. Carr now to throw. And it's complete. Henry. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a 1st down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get that one to Allen that time, but it'll be 2nd down. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Carr going to look to throw. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominated. On third down, Carr got Gordon open, completes it. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll bring up fourth down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Forced out to his left. He's going to let it fly. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game. I guess they're in a situation now, fourth quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And they'll get him down up past the 15. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down. On 1st and 10, Walters throws right side, and that's complete. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Yeah, let's get sack lunch. Both the mic.
Bam! Bam!
Go, go, go. He's checking.
Hey, Haywood! Shoot!
From the gun, Walters. Now a desperation throw deep downfield, and that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter and find their way open.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Johnson was the intended receiver, but now it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Walters able to find Deion Kane, complete. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
94.
Mike football. Hey, we heavy on the end.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. They'll find Hines out of the backfield. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th.
Down. 30 base. 44. Yep.
Out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field.
Get.
Throwing on 1st down. Walters. Catch made here by Campbell. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts 1st down. On 1st down, Walters. Throwing right, and that's complete. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. Buying time to his left. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. So for the home team here, it's a 10th win on the year as they move to 10 and 3.